Coming, going. The arrival, the excitement of coming to a new and, of course, a better place. A hope for another chance. Is it life's spirit at work? In other words, the ever-ingrained in living entities zest of life. Enigma and illusion. Who is behind all that it is? Just a rhetoric question. The answer is in the air, literally, though beyond our conventional reach. It's probably programmed in us, the inner soul's work at progress, which is part of the whole universal energy field, or God knows what. Let's take a glance at the arrival. Maybe it's an arrival to a new stage of life, and as a result, to a new consciousness, expecting roses, but dealing with thorns to overcome. In other words, the German philosopher Hegel's dialectical pattern of change at work. Each move up is as simple as climbing to the top of your inner Mount Everest. Every movement forward which occurs in a spiral brings another struggle to overcome in order to break the cocoon. No striving, no arrival. If not forward, what's left is falling down. Nothing is steady. As soon as you adjust to present condition, your life takes another, often unexpected turn, with or usually without your consent. We'll agree by now regarding the Greek philosopher Heraclitus' notion that everything is flux, and consider it an unquestionable truth. It's so clear in theory, but so painful in reality. Yes, my friends, only change is steady. Creation versus destruction. In Indian mythology, there are Brahma, the creator, and Shiva, the destroyer. Although in between there is a sustainer, Vishnu, for adjustment. Isn't it interesting? If only we could accept it wholeheartedly at once. What about art? For example, how does literature reflect it? I read as long as I remember myself. I started with fairy tales, childhood, moved to romances, adolescence, and at this time in my life switched to non-fiction, maturity. Although I have to admit that the theater always has a special place in my heart. One of my favorite plays is Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire. As of today, I consider Alexander Ostrovsky Russian, as a great classic playwright. I admire Maxim Gorky's writing wisdom and definitely bow to Pushkin's genius. Although I must to repent, Anton Chekhov came to me gradually through finally accepting, probably arriving, the irony of his so-called comedies and the altogether seriousness despite the brilliant humor. I have to ask forgiveness for taking just a glance at a drop of the world's gigantic literary ocean. My real task here lays in a completely different field, as mentioned earlier. So, in Chekhov's Cherry Orchard, the whole plot takes place between the play's heroine coming and going, the symbol of life as known to us so far. The human race, in order to move to a new arrival, has truly accepted the natural law. On your way, please, don't forget to be merciful to all inhabitants of our beautiful planet. After all, aren't all of us here between coming and going? Aren't you curious about where are you going next? But most likely, not last. My guess is that our core, the consciousness, keeps moving on to various places, levels, according to its present condition. Let's look at science's view of the subject. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Albert Einstein. That's it, folks. We have to expand goodness, starting with ourselves, in order to evolve. An exceptional example is Nikola Tesla, an ingenious inventor and altruist whose discoveries to this day forward continue benefiting our humanity. Extremely talented contemporary Elon Musk is taking the world to a new, fantastic, and we all hope better future. The task at hand is to acquire wisdom that benefits the planet we live on and put it in action. Step 1. After all, it's just about coming and going infinitely in the infinite universe.